Hello guys, so we are back again and in this session we are going to start with a new chapter. As I told in the previous session, the chapter name is partial differentiation. Okay, so we are going to start with partial differentiation in this session. So we will first I want to tell you what you will come across in partial differentiation. In partial differentiation you will come across, okay, I will mention it throughout the chapter as PD. Okay, but in exam you have to mention it clearly, partial differentiation of x with respect to y, okay, all that. So in partial differentiation PD you will come across function which have more than one variable. Suppose if I say there is a function u, which, okay, u is a function which is a function in terms of variable x and y. Okay, so these type of function, okay, if I say some function z which is a function in terms of x, y, z, w, okay, there will be multi variables, okay, 3 or 4, any number. So what we will do in this chapter is that we will differentiate one with respect to x, keeping the rest as constant. So first we will see in 2, then we will when we move ahead in chapter we will come across this scenario also. So when it is represented by this, if I say I want to differentiate u with respect to x, we represent it like this: dou u by dou x, okay, or deba u by deba x. So which is nothing but what it wants to tell is differentiation. Partial differentiation. I should have written PD, partial differentiation of u, okay, of u with respect to x, keeping y constant. So you should have this in mind, okay, what this wants to tell. It wants to tell partial differentiation of u with respect to x, keeping y constant. Now one more thing, if I differentiate it with respect to it keeping y constant, I can also partially differentiate it keeping with respect to y keeping x constant, which will be written as PD of u with respect to y keeping x constant, right? Now this thing in different books can be represented as fx, which whose meaning is same, means the function instead of f or u, or here we will call it ux, okay, means the same, that we are partially differentiating the above function with respect to a keeping y constant, so it is represented as fx. While if I would have partially differentiated the u with respect to y, when I would have written fy, right? And it is also represented in some book as dxf, that partially differentiating u with respect to s, okay. So where, okay, and this is, okay, many children write this is a curvy d, not the straight d, okay, which can be pronounced, okay, which we pronounce it do or deba, okay, which we pronounce it as do or deba. So it's up to you what you want to say. You can also say do or you can say deba, which suits, means which you are comfortable, you can pronounce it as you like, okay, both are correct. So this was the meaning, that what partial differentiation sign means. Now let's understand a little bit, okay, some properties which you will come across throughout the chapter. Let me write the properties. Suppose if I have a in the starting we have taken a u function u which was a function of in terms of x and y, and now we are taking v which is in function which is in terms of it was function. So let's take it g x comma y. So here we have u which is function which is in terms of x and y, and v function which is in terms of x and g function which is in terms of x and y, and we called it v. Now if I say that u plus v, okay, if I want to partially differentiate it with respect to y, I will derive the all the relations for y. You can derive it for x, okay, it will be similar. Now what will happen, we will partially differentiate throughout. In this u there are two variables, okay, in which we will partially differentiate with respect to y keeping x constant. In v there are two variables, and in this also we will differentiate with respect to y keeping x constant. So we will write it as deba u by deba y plus deba v by deba y. Similarly, this was the first property which you should know. Now there can be this scenario also, and here we will get deba u by deba y minus deba v by deba y. So all the properties are same only. The third property which we will come across is deba u by deba y u dot v. Here what will happen, we will just apply the product rule which we have studied in class 12. Just instead of d it will be deba minus plus v deba u by deba y. And the last property which you must have guessed till now, u by v, it will be what, v square v deba u by deba y minus u deba v by deba y. So this was all the four properties. Now here I have partially differentiated with respect to y keeping x constant. All okay, say similar results you will get if you partially differentiate with respect to x keeping y constant. Okay, so this thing you should keep in mind, because you should be very good in these basic things. Now let's begin with some advanced things which in this chapter you will come across. But these basic things, okay, that u plus v, how you have to partially differentiate, okay, it should be very clear in your mind. Now let's move on to some other things. Now we will study something which is called we will study some higher order differentiation which you will come across. So we will try to make you understand some higher order differentiations. So higher order differentiation, suppose I have a u, okay, which is a f of function in terms of x and y. U is a function in terms of x and y. So here if I tell you find deba u by deba x, it means partial differentiation of u with respect to x keeping y constant. So what you will do is you will write this as it is, f of x comma, okay, you will just do this. Okay, now if I differentiate it further once more, okay, then what will happen, after differentiation I got deba u by deba x. If I differentiate deba u by deba x, then what I will get, deba u by deba x square, which is written as d by deba x into deba u by deba x. Now if this is represented as this, now if I differentiate it again, this will be what, deba cube u by deba x cube, which you will write as deba square deba x square into deba u by deba x. Okay, so this is higher order differentiation, partial differentiation, and you should be comfortable in this. Now there is one more partial differentiation which is called mixed order derivative, and these were what? Higher order derivative. These were higher order derivative, and this one is mixed order derivative. What does I mean by mixed order derivative? Suppose I have u as a function in terms of x comma y. If I tell you that find deva u by deva x, then you got this thing deva u by deva x, which will be something like this. Deva u, you got some value, okay, some xyz value, suppose some m value. Now after first partial differentiation, I want to partially differentiate it with respect to y. Then what I will write? Deva by deva y, deva u by deva x. So this can be written as deva u by deva y deva x, which is also written as fyx in some books. So you should be familiar with this mixed type. Now suppose I have deva u by deva y, I get some n value. Now if I want to partially differentiate it with respect to x, then I will write deva by deva x into deva u by deva y, which I will write as deva square u by deva x deva y. Right? So these are mixed type of things, and you should note this, that deva square u by deva y deva x is equals to deva u by deva x deva y. This property is very important. We will use in many questions when we move throughout the chapter. So keep this property in your mind. Okay, they both are equal. In exams, they tell you to find the partial differentiate twice, first with respect to x and then with respect to y. Instead of finding it separately, you can use this property and get your answer fast. Now let's take some questions and get a grip on the concept which we have just studied. So the first question which we are going to see is this: if f of x comma y is equals to x cube y minus 3x square plus 4y cube, find deva f by deva x comma deva f by deva y, deva square f by deva y square, deva square f by deva x square, deva square f by deva x deva y, and deva square f by deva y deva x. So first I will find deva f by deva x. It will be nothing but deva x. You will write this first, then differentiate it. Steps are very important. After this, the moment you are differentiating, partial differentiation with respect to keeping y constant. So my target will be only x terms. Y I will treat as constant. So here it will be 3x square, y will be constant, it will be 6x. Okay, and this is y which is constant, so I will not write it, and this is my answer of deva f by deva x square, deva x. Keep it as 1. Now we want deva f by deva y. What it will be? Deva by deva y. Here we will write this function f of x, which will be x cube y minus 3x square plus 4y cube. If I partially differentiate it, now my target terms will be y, and I will keep x as constant. So here it will be x cube. This will be constant for me, so this will be 12y square. So this, my deva f by deva y is nothing but x cube plus 12y square. I will call it as 2. Now they are telling to find deva square f by deva y square. So deva square f by deva y square, we have just studied that we can call it as deva by deva y into deva f by deva y. Right? Now deva f by deva y, we have the partial differentiation of f with respect to y keeping x constant. We will just put this, which will be deva by deva y x cube plus 12y square, which will be what? If my target will be what? Y terms keeping x constant, so it will be 24y. Right? So I will keep it 3. Now in the next, deva square f by deva x square. So how we will represent it? We will represent it deva by deva x into deva f by deva x, which will be deva by deva x. I will substitute the value which I have here, 3x square y minus 6x. Now my target terms will be what? X, and I will keep y as constant. So what I will get? 6xy minus 6. This will be my fourth. Now the next one is deva square f by deva x deva y. How we can write this? We can write deva by deva x into deva f by deva y. Do we have deva f by deva y? Yes, we have deva f by deva, which is deva by deva x into x cube plus 12y square. We will differentiate it, partially differentiate it with respect to x, keeping y constant. So my target term will be what? X, keeping y constant. This will become 0, 3x square. And we know the property that deva square f by deva x deva y is equals to deva square f by deva y deva x. Now let's verify this. They are telling us to find the last one, deva square f by deva y deva x, which is deva by deva y into deva f by deva x. What is deva f by deva x? Deva f by deva x, this, which is deva by deva y into 3x square y minus 6x. If I put the values, I have to target the y terms keeping x constant. So here I will get 3x square. Now, hence it is proved that deva square f by deva x deva y is equals to deva square f by deva y deva x. Okay, now let's move on to the next questions. So the next question which we are going to encounter is this one. The question says, if z equals to x minus y by x plus y, find deva z by deva y and deva z by deva x. So we know what we want, deva z by deva y. We will write deva by deva y. Z is what? X minus y by x plus y. Now just understand that here in the denominator and in numerator both terms are there, x and y. So here if it was only x, we could have treated it as constant and we have it moved out, okay, out of the differentiation. But here y is present and we know that here quotient rule will be applied. So x plus y the whole square into x plus y into deva by deva y of x minus y minus x minus y of deva by deva y, what? X plus y. If I solve this, what I get? X plus y into minus 1. I will target y terms. X term will be constant for me. Here x minus y, I will target y terms. Here I will get 1 and upon x plus y the whole square. If I solve it further, I have x minus y. We have minus x plus y by x plus y the whole square, giving me finally minus 2x by x plus y the whole square. Okay, so we are done with this. Now let's find deva z by deva x. It will be deva by deva x into what is z? Z is nothing but x minus y by x plus y. We will write it here, and in the denominator it will be again both are present, so we will write this, and here it will be x plus y into deva by deva x into x minus y minus x minus y into deva by deva x into what? X plus y. What we are getting is x plus y into, this will be 1, while here x minus y, this will be 1 again. The whole by x plus y the whole square, giving me finally, this will cancel out and I will get 2y by x plus y the whole square. So these are the required answers. Now let's move on to the next. It was very simple. So the last question which we are going to come across is this question, which is z equals to e power x cube plus y square. Find deva square z by deva x square. So z we know. We will find deva z by deva x, which will be nothing but deva by deva x into e power x cube plus y square. If we simplify this, okay, what we are going to get? E, we want to target what terms? We want to target x terms, which will be 3x square. So I got my deva z by deva x. Now deva square z by deva x square will be nothing but deva by deva x into deva z by deva x. So I will write deva by deva into 3x square into e to the power x cube plus y square, right? Now here you can see there are two functions. If it was y, then I would have considered it constant, but since x is there, okay, so we would apply quotient rule because we are partially differentiating it with respect to x. So what will happen is that, okay, 3x square we will keep it outside, and here we will differentiate it, partially differentiate it. Okay, so here we will write deba by deba x, what, x cube plus y square plus e x cube plus y square deba by deba x, what, 3x square, or you can take 3 outside. So what we are having is x square. If I partially differentiate it with respect to x, I have deba e to the power y square into 3x square again, right? And here you will have e to the power x cube plus y square. This will be when I partially differentiate it with respect to x, keeping y constant. Okay, this, since it is a function of x, it will be 6x. Now if I modify these things, I have 3x power 4 e to the power x cube y square, 6x e to the power x cube plus y square. My final answer will be 3 e to the power x cube plus y square into 3x power 4 plus 6x. So this is our answer. Hope you have understand. This is what deba z by deba x square. So we are done with this session, and in the next session we are going to do questions on first order partial derivatives. So till then, revise the concept and see you in the next lecture. And if you like our content, share it with your friends. Thank you.